There we go. So, didn't miss anything. Milan Derby. So, it still matters. It still matters. Anybody that says that the Milan Derby doesn't matter, you suck. Okay, it still matters, and even more so now this season, I think it even matters even more. So currently, right now, let me just try and pull this up so you guys can see where we're at right now. Only a few games have been played, but we can still pop off. So this is the league standings as it happens right now. So as you can see there, Atalanta 9 points, Milan 9 points, Sassuolo 7, Juve 7, Inter 7. So Milan have a perfect record so far. 7 goals, 0 conceded. So Milan are looking good. Look, because I cannot wait for that Liverpool-Atalanta game. I told you, man, guys, people need to put some respect on Gasperini's name. Okay, what Gasperini is doing with Atalanta, Papo Gomez, and so forth, I think he doesn't get enough praise. He doesn't get enough praise. So this makes the Milan Derby so much more exciting. So much more. Because we might be seeing, again, let's not tempt fate. Sure, because Milan are close to my heart. George Weah was an icon for me. Fellow African, Ballon d'Or winner. And that was my love affair with Ace Man because of what George Weah was for all Africans. You know, he was an African icon. So Milan has always had a special place in my heart. And it's been a long, tough road. Because the last time that Milan were relevant was like 2011, when they won the league with Ibra and Thiago Silva. But under your boy, I think it's Pioli, Johnny Man, they may be slowly trying to say what's up. They may slowly be trying to say what's up. And I think in this right now, in this situation that we're seeing here of Milan and Inter Milan, I think this is the greatest time for them to face off against each other. Because here's the thing, this is what makes it so amazing. Inter are the favorites to win it. The league, forget the match. Inter Milan, you have to win the league. You should have won the league last season. Because Juve were trash. Juve were garbage. So they were so bad and garbage, and how they still managed to win, that's an indictment on Conte. You had the team, you had the squad, and you faced quite possibly the worst Juve side there's been since their 9 title run. So how you managed to screw up Conte, I have my eyes on you, man. So Inter, again, all eyes are on you. They have Pirlo. He's a rookie. So Juve have almost said, we're now doing a rebuilding stage. Everyone win, but we're now rebuilding now under the guise of Pirlo. Inter, you have the dudes. You've bought Hakimi. You bring in Vidal. You still have Lukaku. You still have Lautaro Martinez. You didn't lose him to Barcelona. So for Conte, you have no excuse not to win the league. But I'm still not going to put my money in you. Because only a psychopath is going to bet against a team who've won 9 times in a row. That's just giving away free money. So yes, Juve are doing 10 in a row until they won't. But this is a great match to have, because what are Milan going to do this season? Are Milan ready to finally respect and live up to that red and black? Because the disrespect that badge has had has been shocking. This past decade, that badge has been run through the mud, through the gutter. How is it that, so when I was growing up, as a young youth, as a child growing up in Nigeria, you couldn't have a Champions League without AC Milan. You couldn't have a Champions League without AC Milan. It was standardismo. Growing up, AC Milan were connected and married. They were menstruating. They were having children and babies with a seal. You couldn't sniff a seal without your boy AC Milan. You couldn't sniff. Shout out to your boys Inter. Let's keep it real. Milan said have said what's up with them 7. I think they could go like 7 seals. They've got 7 seals. So they were this. Milan in that San Siro was the character and the backbone of what it's meant to be the seal. There's no stadium that perfectly exemplifies the magnitude of the seal than the San Siro. It is just what it is. Don't argue with me. I'm just giving you facts. So it is shocking that these guys have not sniffed the seal for the best part of the last decade. Shocking. But your boy Hernandez, I think I always get them confused. I think is it Theo Hernandez because obviously he's the brother of the guy that's obviously the starter for France and for Bayern. He looked good because I watched the highlights of their last game where he went on a crazy run, scored, and I think the Leao dude as well scored as well. I think he scored twice. They're looking good. They look like a good, strong team. I would still want to see a superstar player there, but it is what it is. So for AC Milan, they want this game now. They want this game now. Because Milan are like, we want to beat these guys. And based on how we ended last season, how we started this season, Milan are, please give us Inter Milan right now. Because we can beat them right now. And maybe Milan are saying, there is no process. There is no waiting process. We're ready to rock this season. We are ready to rock and roll this season. Milan, if you're ready to do so, let's see. I will be the judge of that. For Inter Milan, you see now content. Things are slightly different. When you won the league with Chelsea, nobody was expecting you to. Nobody was expecting you to. It was a surprise. Only when you change your formation, guys are, nobody was expecting you to. All those league titles you won with Juventus, there was no competition. So there was no real pressure. There was no competition. Because this was post-Calciopoli where the whole league was messed up. So there was nothing that AC Milan or Inter could do to you guys. Because everybody got monstered by Calciopoli. But as of right now, the pressure is on. Because it is pressure upon you guys where you may be favorites, but you're not necessarily expected to win in the same way that you were expected to win when you're for Juve. So for one thing, it's a different flex now. And this is a great game to go through because it's one of the biggest derbies in the world. Let's just keep it real. The Milan Derby is one of the biggest derbies in the world. And the matches that these guys have had amazing matches. I think there was one season where they drew 2-2 twice. And I think there were last minute goals in both of the games. So I'm expecting another truly big game. Which is why it is so difficult because this game is not happening the same time as Arsenal Man City, but I cannot miss this game. I need to see this Milan Derby. So judging by that, popping up with a Milan Derby, this house draw spilt all over it, man. I can't pick a winner. Because as much as Milan are in form, these teams always seem to cancel each other out. But what I find interesting is Milan's defensive record. And Inter are not the most attacking team. Hence why it will be interesting to see Milan against Napoli. And those guys, sorry, Saturday is after guys. Napoli and Atalanta as well. That's going to be another crazy game. Because Napoli, they had 8 points deducted from those, which is messed up. Yeah, 8 points deducted. That's messed up, man. That's messed up. So here's the thing right now. What was I going to say? So basically, they seem to cancel each other out. And it's difficult for me to see a team that's going to edge it or to try to win this or to truly pick a winner out of here. But Inter Milan should win this game. Because even if AC Milan have had a better start to the season, Inter are the better team. And putting everything into account, Inter Milan are the favourites to win the league title. Nobody is even looking at AC Milan to win the league title. Forget what the league says. Milan are not winning this title. Top 4 is a realistic target, for sure. For sure, top 4 is a very realistic target. But, because I think top 3 most likely going to be between Juve, Atalanta, and Inter Milan. And I think that 4th spot is up for grabs. I think Napoli can get it. So Napoli can get it. Roma can get it. Milan can get it. Many teams can get that 4th spot. So, I think for me, I want to see how Inter Milan cause Milan issues. How they can get Lukaku in the game. Because I do believe that as good as Milan have been, they've not faced anybody with the kind of quality and the 1-2 punch of Lukaku and Lautaro Martinez. And they've not faced what I believe is one of the, perhaps I would say the strongest midfield in Serie A, which is the Inter's midfield, specifically with the addition of your boy Vidal. Can Milan win that midfield battle? How will they struggle in that midfield battle against Inter Milan? And how will Milan now go up against a much stronger defensive backline in Inter Milan? Handanovic, your boys, De Vrij, and so forth, trying to say what's up. But for Inter Milan as well, AC Milan have started well, and they'll be extra motivated because it's Inter Milan. It's a Milan Derby. And for AC Milan, they will know that this will be a huge statement if they beat Inter Milan, one of the favorites for the title, and they continue their unbeaten record. Then Milan will say to themselves that, bro, why can't we be in the mix? Because I don't think they'll be in the mix. I don't think it's realistic for them to be in any title mix. But if they beat Inter Milan, it seems that people are expecting to win. People will say, oh, maybe we can say what's up. Maybe we can say what's up. So, in terms of predicting how this game is going to go, it's a difficult one. It's a difficult one. It's a difficult one. Because it's hard for me to pick a winner. I don't think AC Milan can win because I just think that Inter Milan are going to be the best team that they face. And I don't see Inter Milan just straight up losing to their derby rivals. And Inter will just prove to be too tough an opponents for Milan to straight up beat. And as for Inter Milan, I just think that this is a much better AC Milan side. Much improved. And I do feel like if this Inter side aren't there yet, and I still think that they need to, especially with a lot of Conte teams, they need to grow into the season. And I think for Inter, they definitely need to continue to grow, and become much more cohesive as the season winds down. So I don't think they're really there yet. So if we're sort of combining those things that I knew, I'm going to go with it. I'm going to go with 2-2. I'm going to go with 2-all. There we go. It's going to be coming crazy. I'm going to go with 2-all. I think it's going to be 2-2. 2-2. They both cancel each other out. And I do believe we're going to be in for another very exciting game. I think it's going to be end-to-end. Lots of chances. Back and forth. Wild, wild west. Pretty open. Hopefully a nice